channel now. I don't know if it'll say waiting for a guest at the bottom of the screen. If it does, I apologize. Because I hit invite a guest or something like that. New thing, and I didn't mean to. Not going to click out of it and all that. So it is what it is. Um, WWE Night of Champions in Saudi Arabia. Um, that's coming up this weekend. Um, Also tomorrow, and I'm going to talk about my universe mode real quick, and then that's going to be it because tomorrow at tomorrow at 3 p.m. from 2 to 3 p.m. I will say TKW Summerslam will be live here on my channel like I am right now, but of course it's going to be on the game. Um, Guys, this card is absolutely loaded. Later on my channel, um, you will have two kickoff matches for SummerSlam. And let me tell you, these kickoff matches could easily be on the show. No lie. No lie at all. So let's get to it. TKW, why is my phone doing that? TKW SummerSlam pay-per-view card. Starting off with the glorious Bobby Roode defending the all-weight championship against the Viper Randy Orton. They've had two battles back and forth, and this is going to be the third and final matchup between Orton and Roode. Women's Money in the Bank. Now, I couldn't get the Money in the Bank when it was Money in the Bank. I did it. I was like, you know what? The women deserve their own spotlight, just like the men did on Money in the Bank. We're going to do Money in the Bank, Women's Money in the Bank for SummerSlam. We got Mia Yim, Alexa Bliss, Indy Hartwell, Rhea Ripley, Dakota Kai, Natalia, Lacey Evans, and Raquel Rodriguez. Those are the 8 women. I said on a lot of episodes of TKW, Denise Frost. Well, she's had a setback. I don't know what's happening with the Frost family, Dennis and Denise, but they've had setbacks with just some injuries. I really don't know the severity of it. I just know it's to be determined. And we've had some issues with both of them, contract wise. So yeah. After that, we got Kevin Owens um, defending the Hardcore Championship against Ray. I've thought long and hard about something, and it might be a big universe mode announcement in the future with something. But KO versus Ray, Hardcore Championship. Keller lost in the tournament, right, to Yusuf, and probably one of the best matches and biggest main events in TKW history. Probably the best match in TKW history. Losing to Yusuf. Keller will have another open challenge. Last open challenge, he had Logan Paul, which was a pretty dang good match. So we shall see. Keller versus I don't know who. We'll see who takes open challenge. Bailey defending the women's championship against Becky Lynch. Sami Zayn and Chris Danger. This is match 4 of the best of 7 series. Danger leads 2-1. With AK Anderson Klein not just not really he hasn't said anything to me or anything. We've gotten a lot of people that's doing this. You would think he would want his rematch against Ricochet, but Ricochet defend the championship. Oh, another open challenge. Now, I don't like doing open challenges like this a lot, but it is what it is. And yeah, it is what it is. I hate it, but I will say this. It's a debut. I know the person. Y'all don't know the person. No, I haven't told anyone about this surprise. So Ricochet will be defending against. I guess you'll see tomorrow. The AC, Mustafa Ali and Cedric Alexander defending against the GOATs AJ Styles, Seth Rollins. 2 out of 3 falls count anywhere. Anything goes. 2 out of 3. Now I don't know if it's falls count anywhere, but 2 out of 3 in the ring, I should say. That is the co-main event. These tag teams have very deserved it with their matches and with their match, I should say, one match. So, yeah, that is the co-main event. And of course, guys, the main event, your TKW World Heavyweight Champion of the World, the Tribal Chief, head of the table, Roman Reigns, defends against the unstoppable, undefeated Yusuf. That's going to be the card. We got 2 kickoff show matches right after this live stream. It should be close to being uploaded or in the next hour or so. 2 kickoff matches. Y'all need to watch it. But we'll be live on the channel tomorrow from 2 to 3 sometime in the midst of that for TKW Summerslam. All right. Enough of universe mode. First 8 minutes universe mode stuff. Just wanted to get it out there. So, Night of Champions. Night of Champions. Before I talk about Night of Champions, which there's just some things I don't really care for. A big thing I want to talk about before I even talk about anything else out of the universe mode, I wish it was the first thing I talked about overall in general. Felix, my co-host for the podcast, we were actually going to try to do it yesterday. Guess what? My stupid self overslept. And with him work and his busy schedule with mine, it he wouldn't he yesterday would be the day he would have been on the podcast. But here I am by myself because I overslept. So I want to point that out. Felix should be back on the podcast and on the channel here soon. So yeah, myself overslept yesterday, and it cost us from not doing the podcast yesterday, and etc. So yeah, I do. I do apologize for that. I had to move my settings on something, so that's what I was doing when I paused. So Felix should be back next week. Or next week or whenever we do the next podcast. Probably be sometime next week because I'm definitely going to have him on it. Um So let's talk about some wrestling news. I already talked about at my universe mode. Some quick, snappy wrestling news. Liv Morgan, Dakota Kai, and Mercedes Moné. I wish all three of these women the quickest recovery with their injuries. Um, Dakota Kai torn ACL, I do believe. Liv, I don't really know, and Mercedes it just looks like I don't know. The only one I know is really Dakota Kai, really well. So very bad stuff there. Yeah. A PLE supposed to be in Australia in the middle of the Royal Rumble and WrestleMania, I believe, sometime in the mix of that. In the mix of that. June 27th, AEW Fight Forever. The game will be finally released after having, it seems like, at least 2, 3, maybe even 4 dates that was known. So June 27th, AEW Fight Forever. I will not be getting the game. I don't know. I mean, hopefully it's good for their case. Excuse me. Bianca and the Street Profits. Summertime. In the summertime, we'll have a heel turn. That's been known. I think I've seen that 2 or 3 times now. That's been known. So I guess we will see if that happens or not. Becky and Trish is supposed to stand out from more than Night of Champions. I really don't really care about it, so I hope they don't do that. But my feeling is they're going to do that. Cody Rhodes versus Gunther, WrestleMania 40. So what the hell is Roman going to do? When is Cody going to finish the story? If this is supposed to be the match. I don't know. I guess we're going to see. I guess we're going to see. LA Knight. I know he's been losing matches and stuff, but he's still hit for a major push, and I cannot wait for that. I really think he should win Money in the Bank. That's just me. That's just me. Oh, and before, well, CM Punk. CM Punk, man, has he came out with a lot of news, a lot of headlines, this, that. But the last thing is they have confirmed Collision to be in Chicago, the start of AEW Collision, which is supposed to be the show CM Punk is supposed to be on. So I guess we'll see. It looks like CM Punk is going to be back. And then the last news right before I give you my predictions for Night of Champions. Vince McMahon needs to stop changing shows in the scripts. He did it on Raw and it was terrible. I didn't watch it, but I seen a lot of people say it was not good. Stop changing the strips, Vince. Come on, man. Okay, Night of Champions. So let me just get 2 matches out of the way that I do not give a care in the world about. Becky versus Trish and Rhea versus Natty. Natalia, great wrestler. Why is she having a championship match? Don't know. Becky and Trish do not care. I don't care. I honestly don't care. Rhea's going to beat Natalia. There's not much talking right there. And I hope and pray Asuka gets her win back from Bianca. I'm just going to go ahead and go forward with that. I don't know. I think Asuka will beat Bianca. I think they're going to do a title change, and I think she's going to beat Bianca. Excuse me. Should have happened at WrestleMania. Becky and Trish. I'll go with Trish. Don't really care about the match. Gunther versus Mustafa Ali. I like we're getting a new, different matchup. Gunther is amazing. Mustafa Ali is really, really good, and he's going to make it believable. But at the end, we know who's going to win, and still be your Intercontinental Champion, and that is Gunther. Brock versus Cody Rhodes again. Now, with what they're doing, which is not really good at all with any of this story, it doesn't make no sense. I don't even want to talk about it. Nothing of it makes sense. But the way they're playing off the arm of him, like breaking his arm and stuff like that, you can't make it believable that Cody Rhodes wins this match. You just don't. So, with that being said, I will have Brock Lesnar beating Cody Rhodes and getting his win back. And then we'll probably have to see a third Brock and Cody match, and I really don't want to see it. Solo Sokoa and Roman Reigns trying to win the tag team championships away from Sami and KO. Tag team championships on the line. You can see this from a mile out, and it's going to be so. I don't even care if it's so predictable. I cannot wait until the Usos or maybe just Jay cost Roman and Solo this match. I cannot wait for it because that's another layer of the story with them involved with Roman. And it makes very much sense that Sami and KO is in this. This will be the first time they compete in Saudi because um, Saudi and Syria, or I said that wrong. I really do apologize. I'm getting to the point I need to go to sleep, anyways, or close to going to sleep. But their countries have a truce finally, and we're allowed to see Sami and KO. Well, they actually go and do it, so that's good. Yeah, the Usos are costing Solo and Roman here. Roman's not getting pinned, though. So Sami and KO for the win. And I don't know if that leads us to them two versus the Usos at Money in the Bank or what, but I can't wait to see where the story continues with that. And what should be the main event, we got a new crowned World Heavyweight Champion Seth or AJ Styles. Seth versus AJ. And I'm going to be completely honest with you. Love AJ, love Seth. I love both of these. But Seth should win here. AJ is on SmackDown. So to me, this is kind of predictable. But it's still going to be a really good match. And I'll just point this out, and I'll say this really just quickly because I'm not going to go much longer. AJ. I love AJ to be the one that beats Roman. Has AJ had an opportunity when Roman was champion in those years? I don't know. I really can't remember at this point. Can't really look it up. But if he hasn't, there's story from 2016 where they battled back and forth. There's story right there, and it would be a very good match. So I don't know, but I'm going Seth for the win. Should win, and it's going to be a good match. Night of Champions. Hopefully, it's better than what I think it's going to be. So TKW Summerslam tomorrow from 2 to 3, sometime starting then. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9 great matches. I hope to see you there. And Roman Reigns versus Yusuf in TKW from Nashville. It's going to be a good match. Reigns, the champion, dominant. First time being in the match since winning the championship match, the championship back from Cody Rhodes. Yusuf have not lost in TKW. That's why he's unstoppable. Guess we're going to see then. 2 kickoff matches coming on the channel very soon. Hope you guys have a great one, and peace out, y'all.